Mi gente, it's your girl here. I have a thought on my mind off of a video I saw a great individual speaking. And the words they said was, stop worshiping and become. What does this have to do with self-love? So first, well, let me close the doors. Let me close the windows. Let me turn off the AC. Let's talk, because this has everything to do with self-love, self-first. Stop worshiping and become. Now, the thought that is really coming to my mind about worshiping, it doesn't have to do with one facet in life. It has to do with many, many facets. And the part about some people is you start really worshiping certain external things that make you really feel it's what you need in your life to be the best you. And I'm gonna be honest with you, what you need to be your best you is for you to become, not for you to worship. Worshiping is like giving an external thing power to you being the best you, right? And there's many different things people worship. I'd like to hear some of the things that you feel people worship, but in my mind, some people worship clothes, some people worship degrees, some people worship just different entities on the outside of them. Some people worship people, you understand? Some people worship stories that they believe others have said. And you lose who you are in the middle of worshiping. And it basically takes away the nature of who you are. Because when you take away worship out of your vocabulary, out of your lifestyle, overall, you name it, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Stop worshiping and become. Because there is love, and I'm going to say it, that needs to be in your life. You need love. And I'm not talking about Valentine's Day love. That's not what I'm talking about. Do you even know what Valentine's Day means? Do you even know why it was created? Probably not. You understand? So a lot of people are closed-minded as to what true love is. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to remind you what real love is. And when you have a moment, check out my videos, because what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to keep repeating myself, because eventually even these videos are going to stop. And you have the information. You have the information. I've given you the information that is needed. And I think my information to you is very simple. Self-love. Self-first. Learn to become instead of worshiping. There is nothing on this earth that you need to worship. Nothing. There is nothing in life you need to worship. Worshiping is and will always be a low vibrational trait. So some people might be like, well, we have religion, and in the religions we're taught to worship. Now, I get it, we were all raised differently. I get it, we were all, informed differently depending upon what part of the world you come from. However, when you stop worshiping and you start becoming and you start understanding, just understand the message that I'm trying to tell you. When you start becoming, you'll understand the difference of worshiping and becoming. Because becoming means loving thyself, hold yourself accountable, you understand? For every action that you do with yourself and others. And let me tell you something. Being a self-motivated person, once you get into it, you start taking away the old traditional lessons that's been taught, which basically we've been taught the wrong way, and you start to really implement new world traits, love frequency traits, self-love, self-first traits, you start to realize how much you really don't know. You start to realize truths in everything. You start to really, really realize how much nonsense we've been taught. And you start to get on with your life. And then you start to see the changes. Now, let me tell you something. The changes are not as easy for everyone because everyone's on different levels. Everyone's on a different level. You understand? Especially if you created karma in your life. Depending upon how much karma you've created, you got a lot to peel off. Especially depending upon how many titles you've given yourself or you have held yourself accountable for throughout your life that you've gravitated to for your whole life. Whether it becomes from someone external giving it to you, holding you accountable for that, or you holding yourself accountable because, maybe you finished school or training, or, you became a parent or whatever. Like, there's a lot of titles that you might have and a lot of stress you can possibly give yourself trying to hold yourself accountable to all those titles. And when you become who you are, titles are not important. You are important. Again, I'm going to say that again. When you start becoming, titles are not important. You are important. So you're like, well, what do you mean by parenting? Because if you have a child, obviously you're a parent. Become a good parent. Don't let no one tell you that you're a good parent and you gotta hold up to that. Be a good parent. Make that your lifestyle so that you don't have to make believe that you're a good parent. Lie about being a good parent. Become the good parent versus holding titles and holding facades in front of people because they view you this way, so you're gonna act as if you're this way versus become that way. There's a difference, guys. And the thing is that when you become, you naturally are. You understand? You don't have to get ready. You're always ready. You understand? And that is the becoming. Becoming has levels to it, y'all. Come on. Becoming has levels to it. You understand? And you can get there. You can actually complete those becoming moments. And I'm going to give you the key to becoming. It's called self-love, self-first. Because when you learn to ignite the love and the responsibility of loving yourself on a daily basis with everything you do, with everyone you meet, in every situation that you're in every situation that you're in, it becomes a thing in your life. Not only does it become a thing in your life, it becomes easier and easier, becomes so natural for you. You understand? So, you got to start somewhere. But I will stop worshiping and start becoming. Because that becoming is indeed a self-love, self-first trait. And can no one ever take that away from you. However, if you don't keep up with that title you got at a job, they can take that away from you, right? If you don't keep up with the degree that you got from school, you can easily be that taken away from you, right? I'm making my point. If you are given the title to being someone's wife, you can easily have that title taken away from you. However, when you become who you are, can no one take that away from you. And that's on everything. You understand? There's a different kind of respect that you give to yourself when you become. You understand? And it's amazing. It's amazing. I want that for all of you guys. However, you need somebody to talk about this. You need someone who's experienced it in life so you can really see that it's true. This is not just something people talk about and it ain't true. Because I get it. There's a lot of people who say it, but they don't explain it. There's a lot of people who know the vocabulary, but they're not really explaining, giving you the science behind why. Why should I be this way? You understand? Let go of them titles. Let go of worshiping something that really isn't you. And become who you are through love. And then you start, let me tell you something, you will really start to understand who you truly are. And there's a level, the highest level of respect that you will get. A lot of people won't admit it, but those don't matter, right? Because there is a part of you that's going to be like, well, you know, I don't need you to give me validation for who I am. I know who I am. You understand? Self-love, self-first at all times. Ciao. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Stop worshiping. Become.